Good afternoon and welcome to our ag recruitment presentation. Today I am here to introduce to you guys the Rio Linda FFA chapter. My name is Miss Guerra. I teach the ag sciences here at Rio Linda High School, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before that, I have a quick video to show you guys what Rio Linda FFA is all about. All right. So ag education follows a three-ring model. When you enroll in any agricultural class, you are going to be part of the instruction part. Then you are going to be given the opportunity to join the SAE portion, so our supervised agricultural experience projects, which are our animals that you probably have seen on our campus. And finally, our FFA, where students are able to develop their leadership skills. So CDEs, also known as career development events, are where our students participate in multiple competitions throughout the state of California. We have competitors in the vet science competition, the public speaking competitions, agricultural mechanics, and floral, but we also have the opportunity to start any competitions that we want to do. Our students enjoy lots of opportunities for field trips. We travel all throughout the state of California and even to the state of Indianapolis, where we attend our national FFA convention. Today, we're going to start with our Agroscience Pathway. The Agroscience Pathway meets the qualifications of A through G requirements, which you guys will need to fulfill in order to receive your high school diploma. First, you start with the agricultural biology class for all freshmen. This is your first science class. Then you move over to the ag chemistry class your sophomore year. After that, then you take the science for sustainable ag class your junior year. And if you want to take a fourth science class your senior year, then you can we are going to be offering vet science or animal science in the future. We don't have that right now, but we will be offering it. Today, you're also going to hear from our floral teacher and our students. They're going to guide you through a presentation. Our ag mechanics pathway. You will hear from our students who have livestock projects on our school barn. So be ready to hear from them and see a tour of our barn. Now, I would like to introduce to you guys my lovely assistants who are here to show you a science experiment that we do in ag chemistry, the elephant toothpaste.
Hello, I'm Brittany.
Hello, I'm Ben.
And I'm a junior. I've been in FFA since freshman year.
I'm a senior. This is my first year.
Today we'll be showing you guys, as part of the Agroscience department, we'll be showing you guys a experiment known as elephant toothpaste.
Yes, so first step is you want to take your food coloring. We're going to do pink and green because it makes a really vivid brown. And you just drip it on the sides or in the container. So just a couple of drops.
It's not clean enough. Okay. That's good enough.
And now, so in this container we have yeast and water, and you mix it together. The temperature of water doesn't really matter, and you want about 2 tablespoons of yeast. And then in here we have hydrogen peroxide and soap. And so you're gonna just combine the two. And then just mix it up. Yeah, we don't talk about that. And now, so at the same time, you want to pour both the hydrogen peroxide and soap liquid and water. So pour them at the same time. So 3, 2, 1, and you go boom.
Whoa!
It didn't make brown.
It made pink. Where's the green? Okay.
Unknown.
That was the elephant toothpaste experiment. We will now be passing it on to Miss Sawyer with Floral.
I will be talking to you about the Floral CTE Pathway and what to expect when taking this class. First thing you'll learn is the life of flowers from seed to sale. So flowers start off in 6 cups. We plant them in there and they start to grow, and then they go into a nursery or greenhouse where they continue to grow until they are ready for sale, and then they get sold to wholesalers where they will keep them nice and cool and sell them to florists, where they then get turned into beautiful arrangements and bouquets and get sold in retail stores. This is a question for you. What country do you think provides the most flowers to the United States to support our industry? I'm going to go ahead and give you a few seconds to kind of think. If you picked A, Colombia, then you were correct. Other things you'll learn in this CTA program are safety and proper handling of tools. Some of the tools that you'll use while in florals are floral shears, floral knives, floral tape, hot glue guns, wire cutters, and more, which is why it's so important to learn safety for these, because a lot of these are very hot and can burn you, or very sharp and can cut you. Over here, I have different examples of how we use those floral tools. We use floral tape to make boutonnieres and other floral arrangements. We use them to tape the flowers to make them nice and sturdy. These are floral shears, which we use to cut our flowers when we're putting them inside arrangements. And these are floral knives, which we use to process our flowers. In the CTE program, you will also learn different types of floral businesses. We have wholesalers, which are those who get the flowers straight from the nursery, and they sell the flowers to florists. We have a cash and carry, which is when you're walking on the side of the street and you see all of those flower shops and they're trying to sell you flowers and other things. You have mass market, which is like when you're inside a grocery store like Safeways and Rel's and other stores like that. You have a retail shop, which is like a florist company itself, where you go to get beautiful floral arrangements and other flowers. And then you have a studio operation, which is someone that works from home. Other things you will learn are proper care and handling of tools. The first thing that we always do when we get our flowers here at Rolinda FFA is preparing the water with floral food. This is the kind of floral food we like to use. And once we do that, we remove any leaves or thorns. Over here, fun fact, leaves actually, when put in water, carry an acid that dehydrates flowers, which is why we like to take them off when sticking them in floral food. Then we cut the stems at a 45-degree angle and put them in water right away. If you cut a stem straight, you cut off the water supply, so we always cut them at a 45-degree angle to make sure that they can still absorb water. And then once they're cut, we put them in a clean, refrigerated area. So this is an example of a floral cooler that we'll have here at Rolinda. And we always keep it away from food because food has different scents and aromas that can kill flowers. After that, you'll learn different flower foliage and ID. These are just some flowers that, if you know them, these are common flowers we tend to use. This red one right here is a carnation. We have some baby's breath, which is a common filler. We have leather leaf, which is a common greenery that we use. These are some chrysanthemums that we like to use, and these are some lilies. Other things that we're going to go over in this class is the color wheel and color schemes, and these are different types of color schemes that we'll use. Monochromatic, meaning using only one color specifically. Complementary, meaning that the colors are opposite of each other on the color wheel. So we have a yellow and purple arrangement here. And analogous means that they're all right next to each other. So this is a yellow, yellow-orange, and an orange arrangement we have here. And this is the color wheel that we use when making these arrangements. Other types of things you'll go over is different types of designs. So we have ones that you'll do in projects. We have ones that we do for funerals and centerpieces. We make boutonnieres and corsages for homecoming dances and prom night. And we just have a couple other designs that we have made in the past. Real Into Floral has a lot of different life skills that you can use. The first thing is hands-on learning. Of course, everything that we do in here you do on your own. Our amazing floral teacher will teach you how to do it, but everything is on your own hands-on learning. You also learn to take care of flowers and make them last longer so that you have a beautiful arrangement for a very long time before the flowers do die. Knowing how to make arrangements for any occasion, we here at Real Into FFA Floral get hired to do a lot of different arrangements for funerals, for weddings, for dances, holidays, and a lot more. We also have a monthly subscription that people pay to come out and get arrangements that we make every month. And depending on the holiday, we do a very special holiday arrangement. This also teaches you business skills because you do have to take inventory, price out your goods, and determine how to set prices for the products you're selling, while also including your hard work and labor for these. And if you're not interested in becoming a floral, how can we use these skills for our benefit anyways? It is very expensive to go to a retail florist and purchase an arrangement versus going to like Safeway and just buying, or Costco and buying these flowers on their own and making your own arrangement. That, and when you buy that significant other or your mom or your grandma flowers, you know how to take care of them so that they'll last longer. And next I'm going to be showing you how to make a centerpiece arrangement. So we're going to head over to my other camera and I'll get you started on that. Alright, and for the second half of this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a centerpiece arrangement. So I already went ahead and pre-greened our arrangement here. Pre-greening is just getting floral foam and putting greens so that you can't see the floral foam anymore. And I went ahead and soaked the floral foam in some water and floral food to keep the greens and flowers nice and watered and hydrated. The next step that we're going to get into is we're going to be putting some pom-poms inside the arrangement. So again, as I stated before, we're going to cut them at a 45-degree angle, just like this, and strip any leaves that are on it and stick it right inside the arrangement, like that. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this. We're going to put 4 on each side, making some line work like that, and then go from there. We want to make sure we're using only the buds, which are the ones that are not fully being opened yet, because this is going to give you your line work, and as the flower starts to bloom, it's going to look very, very beautiful inside your arrangement. Alright, and this is what it should look like once you are finished. You just have 4 little buds coming out. And the second step is to use these very beautiful opened pom-poms, and we're going to stick 2 of them going diagonally outwards like this to create the height of our arrangement. We want it to look very tall. However, we don't want it to be too tall. It should never be any higher than your fist if you were to lay your elbow on the ground or on the table. So we're just going to take 2 of these and and have them kind of separating each other, but making sure that they're the same height. And once you've done that, we're going to take some more of these pom-poms and kind of just make, that's the wrong one, and just make it go diagonal to create that round shape of a centerpiece. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when you're done, it should look something like this. Very beautiful. Gives you that depth and that shape, but also keeps that round shape. And then the next thing we're gonna do is take some carnations. How beautiful. And we're gonna stick these in any open triangles that we may see. So over here you'll see that there's 3 pom-poms, and we're just gonna stick a beautiful carnation right in there, and it has a little bud that will bloom later on, which will look great in your centerpiece arrangement. And again, over here we have another triangle of flowers, so we're just gonna stick our beautiful little mini carn in there to kind of give it some color and keep it from being all green and all white. There's another section here that we're gonna put one in. Perfect. And once you're done with that, you'll kind of just give it a nice aerial look on top and kind of put some carnations wherever you think there might need to be a pop of color. Now, what you don't want to do is add too many carnations, because we will be using filler to give the floral arrangement some dimension and some shape. So you don't want to fill it up too much with flowers. You just want to make sure that there's a little bit of color around the arrangement to give it that circle shape. And once you're done, it should look something like this. And once you've gone ahead and put all your carnations in there, we're going to take a little bit of Misty. This is our filler. It's a beautiful lavender white color, and you're going to go ahead and cut some of it. You don't want to use too much because it'll take away from the beauty of the arrangement, but you do want to add it in any of the holes, anywhere. If you were to be looking at this arrangement from any side, whether you're looking from the side or aerial view, that it looks like there's something there and that there's not just a gaping hole looking like you missed a spot. So I'm going to go ahead and put some filler in here to give it that depth, that dimension, to give it some shape. Throw in a little bit of line work and continue on. sometimes as you're adding filler, you might notice a spot where you should have put a carnation, or maybe you want to add another pompon. I see a small spot that needs a little bit of a pink color, so I'm going to go ahead and add another mini carnation right here, just to give it some more color and some more depth and some more shape. And then you go back in with a little bit of filler to cover those holes that you might have made. Once you're done, it should look a little something like this. It's a beautiful yet simple flower arrangement that has a lot of different depths and a lot of different line work, but still keeps a very round shape.
Hello, my name is Mauricio.
I'm Susan.
My name is Ulysses.
And today we're going to be talking to you about what ag mechanics is and what we do in this class.
To start, ag mech is not just about learning tools, it's also about learning soft skills like communication, responsibility, safety, communication, responsibility. These skills will look great on your resume and college application. And now, Susan will talk about the course.
There's two classes that is with mechanics, which is beginning and advanced. In beginning, you will learn about all the tools and how to use them properly, and you'll learn how to use sheet metal, learn how to do birdhouses, electrical, plumbing, concrete, and knot tying. If you pass beginning mech, then you move on to advanced. In advanced, we focus our time working on small engines and learning how to weld. We also learn skills on your own as you work on creating an individual project, which is what advanced mech students work on most.
And now I will demonstrate you about one of our courses that we do, which is electrical boards. Right here, what you see here, we have two electrical boards. The one here, as you can see, this one is finished. This one is not finished. Here in the circuit board, you can see we have our outlet, we have a switch, and we have our light bulb. Right now, our plug is connected into a power surge, which helps keep the battery from exploding due to too much voltage. And so we use a power surge to help spread out all the energy that's being sent through all these electrical boards. As you can see here in this one, we still gotta put some cover-ups, connect some wires together, and put a plug at the very end of this, and this will be done. And so now I'm going to demonstrate you what happens after we turn on, as you might expect, ta-da, we have light. And it was a successful run when we first built it. And besides an electrical board, and we do this in our beginning class of ag mechanics. Along with that, we also work with birdhouses. This is our birdhouse project that we also work on during our beginning mech. As you can see here, we have two beautiful constructed birdhouses. And as you hear here, we have one that's in the process of being made and painted as well. And it's very big and very beautiful, and I'm sure it's going to turn out great. Also in beginning mech, we work on our sheet metal, which as you can see here, we make nail boxes that we use to store any nails, screws, excess wire, bolts, and pretty useful things. We also do irrigation and plumbing, which is, we have a little system here that's not completed yet, but it's in the process of being completed. In advanced mech, we work on small engines, but in our case, we're working on our generator that we have here. We're working on it where you take out some gas in order to clean it out, and we're also planning on changing the filter. We also do a lot of welding as well, and we work on our own individual projects too. And that is it for our Ag Mechanics class. I hope you like it, and I hope you join our class. Now I will send it off to Jackie.
Hi everyone, this is our greenhouse. It's a little loud in here right now because our fans are on, but I'm here to tell you guys why we have our greenhouse and what it's used for. So basically what we have here are some of our succulents that we've propagated over the years. It's pretty much a student-led projects that we have out here, and actually some of these succulents that we have here are going to be used for floral projects. We also have different types of plants as well. We don't only have succulents. Right here we have some spider plants that were donated to us, but majority of our greenhouse right now is succulents. We also have some self-irrigated projects from our ag classes that we have out here, and different types of plants.
Everyone, my name is Mauricio, and today I'm going to be talking about our rabbit enterprise. As you can see here, I am at the rabbit barn right now, and we have about 8 rabbits in their cages right now, and I'm holding one of them. And our rabbit enterprise is made up of all these rabbits that have been breeded over the past 3 years. When we first started this enterprise, it was after my freshman year when I was here, and afterwards we started breeding our rabbits, and we would do 2 rounds of breeding. Our first round, we would have a bunch of baby rabbits, we would let them grow, and as soon as they got older and healthier, we would go on to sell them off, and all that money that we would earn, we would use to get ourselves feed and any needs that the rabbits would need later on. And on our second round of breeding, we would do a second round of breeding, and those second round of breeding babies that would come out from the rabbits, we would use for the fair. And that from there, people who invest their time in coming out to help with the rabbit enterprise and they decide to do rabbits, they do end up getting a free rabbit, the rabbit that they raise their own. And it's a really great experience just to have. I just said they do scratch a lot, but they're cute and just to see, and as you can see, very aggressive sometimes. But yes, that is our rabbit enterprise.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm Dulce. And today we're going to explain the process it takes to raise and train goats and lambs. For training them, it's fairly easy. You just have to make sure they're walking every day, they're healthy, you create a bonding experience with them, and that they're developing muscle and that they are healthy enough for the duration that you have them until the day you sell them at fair.
For showmanship for lamb and goats, it's pretty much the same thing, except for goats we use a collar to show them around, and for lambs you use your hands. You pretty much just walk them around a ring for the judge.
Because for each animal at our barn, you have to pay for them. When you go to fair and you end up selling your lamb, all the proceeds and profit you receive all goes to you. So you owe nothing to your school. So the money you invest into your project, you will get it back, and some profit in it. Last year, for example, on average, the kids who sold goats made around $900 and had $100 or $150 profit.
For barn cleanup, you come every day from Monday to Friday, and you stay an hour after school to clean, switch the water and the feed, and you clean the shavings and switch them up for new ones.
Welcome to the chicken barn! So this is where we have our laying hen enterprise. This is one of the SAE projects you could take part in. These are where we keep our laying hens, and just on the other side of this pen is where we keep our turkeys, but unfortunately we don't have any turkeys right now. They should be here by the end of the month, which is super exciting. To be in the laying hen enterprise, you have a couple different responsibilities. Some of these responsibilities include coming to the barn every day after school, collecting and washing all eggs, making sure that their brooder boxes have straw in them, and making sure that they have clean and fresh food and water. And then at the end of the year, towards fair time, you are able to sell these eggs at the fair. Sell the eggs at the fair and make some money. When I did eggs my freshman year, I made a little over $250 for selling eggs, and to be in the enterprise is completely free, so all the money that I got was 100% profit. For turkeys, it is a little bit of an investment, both time-wise and money-wise. It's about $75 to raise a turkey, but you do raise it from when it's a little tiny pullet all the way to a big white broad-breasted turkey. And it does take a lot more time. You do have to spend a lot of time with them and get them adept to being handled and touched and being able to move the way you want to for showmanship. Part of showmanship is walking them in a huge circle, answering showmanship questions, and flipping them upside down to show how much meat is on their bones, which is really important. And last year I sold my turkey for $500, which is about a $425 profit. So it's a really good thing for you to do, but the more time you invest in your project, the more money you could potentially make. So it's all up to you. So really hope you guys decide to come join our laying hen enterprise, or if you're interested in purchasing a turkey and using that as an SAE project, you are more than welcome to.
Hi, I'm Haley.
I'm Lisa.
And this is our goat enterprise, our breeding goat enterprise. So the breeding goat enterprise is a year-long volunteer enterprise that is able to work because students volunteer to feed them and help take care of them. You don't need to be a livestock student nor a goat student to work on this enterprise. It's mainly those who just want to volunteer. Because you are volunteering your time here, you are in a sense earning money, and that money can help deduct the price of livestock that you have on campus and to help you lower the price.
Feeding wise, for the mama goats, you come once a week and just fill the water up and give them hay. And then we do use the babies the moms give birth to for the market goats. As for those babies over there, we will be using them this year for the market goat kids. And for the females that we do not use for the market goats, we use them for the following years to be the next mama goats.
And that is all for our breeding goat enterprise.
And picture over there.
So I know a lot of you guys have been probably hearing the mooing. This is Moose. He's my steer that I'm raising to show at fair. A lot like the other project, there's a lot of the same things. All the money that you make is yours at fair. We also have to train and do showmanship, but more experienced students have to can only do steers if you have experience with livestock or have raised a project in the past. You are more likely to be eligible to raise steers. Thank you.
At the end of this presentation, you can go ahead and scan the QR code, fill out the very short Google form that you'll find there in order to let us know that you're interested in the ag department, any of our agricultural classes, or simply if you just want to hear more about it. Thank you and have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.